Please welcome Chef Randy Feltis. Few people know this, but I get my bread fixation from my father. So it is all about bread for him and I, and that's what we're going to be doing. You're going to make sourdough bread, but first you got to start it off.
With a starter.
With a starter.
With a starter.
That you're going to make.
We're basically making life.
We're creating life.
We're creating life. And so understand when you make the starter, this isn't a little process. It's very simple to do, but then you have to nurture it. You have to hug it. It's much like having another child.
Okay.
Right?
It's
and then
really serious.
It is very serious. And then we're going to make bread.
Yeah.
And understand when you get into bread, it's kind of like having a child. It doesn't always work out well. Sometimes it's a really big mess.
Okay.
But anyways, no matter how bad it is or how good it is, you're always going to love it because you made it.
You made it.
Right?
There's something really lovely. Yes.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's true.
So the starter is beyond simple. I'm going to do a cheating starter because I think that it's a hard thing to do, so we're going to cheat as much as we can.
Okay, let's cheat.
So we're going to start with flour, right? Put 2 cups in, and then we're going to do in the middle. I've just got a teaspoon of fresh yeast.
Okay.
Because I'm going to start the yeast up, and then a little bit of water in there, and then finish it off with another 2 cups of water.
Okay.
Okay? Now, I know that looked really complicated, but it's really that simple. But the hard part now is keeping it alive. And sometimes they don't start with the yeast, but I like to just start with the yeast, and then what we're going to do is we're going to keep building the yeast. And the yeast is everywhere. It's all around us. So as we keep this alive, we're going to feed it with like a cup of flour and a cup of water every couple days.
Oh,
we're going to leave it on the counter, right?
That's what makes this serious.
Then it's going to get a little bit more, hey, how you doing? And then what I do is like, I actually go have a beer, I go to my local brewery, and I take my starter with me because it gets the yeast there. And that's what we're after.
So you just travel with your yeast,
I travel with my yeast, I collect my yeast.
Yeah, that smells yeasty.
And as it gets older, this one's about 6 months, as it gets older, it gets more complex, and so does your bread.
Oh, so then you have very specific breads you can make depending on how fermented your yeast is. People are very much into this and doing their own things in their own communities right across the continent, so I love that we're doing this.